Bellari. Zeos, did you check the new Bellari HA543? And I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? And they link it, and I'm like, well, that's a headphone amp. And they're like, yeah. I mean, this is an American-made headphone amp. And I'm like, yeah. And it has an enhance button. So I was immediately like, all right, time to throw the Patreon money at this. 880s, by the way, not bad on it, considering this is a $100 fucking amp. And that's, you know, that's a thing. I had never heard of this. I don't think has anyone heard of this? Am I new to this Bellari business? It says headphone amplifier in all lowercase. There's the number, the HA543, because, you know, when you're a company like Bellari, you really need to make a complicated, stupid name. 1/4 inch out, 3.5 millimeter out, so not a balanced output. For some fucking unknown, ungodly reason, it has a mute button. Why? Why does it have a mute button? The knob's here. You want to just lower the knob. Like, are you ever going to get the volume so precise that you're like, oh, I can never touch it again. I'll only mute. It has the enhance button, which diagnostics tells me, and by diagnostics means I hit it a bunch of times, that it adds treble. I don't know how it's doing this. If it's doing this in the analog realm, it's not doing it in the digital realm. It's not a digital DAC or anything, but it's definitely going, what? And the treble goes wee, which on dull headphones could make them sound enhanced. And then you have a power button, and they're all just these push in and out button. Like this feels like it's made in America because it's got like 1990s tech. So you get a big pop in thing. Your blue LED, because of fucking course it is, sticks out, and it's not bad. Like look, it's blue, but it's not a flashlight. It just glows. It's a blue glow. I'm okay with that. You can turn on enhance, you can turn on mute, and you can turn off mute. The volume knob is just a rubberized knob, the end. Rubber feet, metal case. The backside, powered by a transformer here. You're gonna let me see what the fuck you are. You're right. Oh, I couldn't find you for the longest time. I've been putting off this review of this for like a month because I lost this transformer, and then I ended up finding it because I'm packing for the move. And I'm like, what the fuck is this 15 volt half an amp transformer for? Oh, the Bellari, because it doesn't say the voltage on here or the amperage, but I remember looking it up on stream with some people. So it has balanced input. I'm not currently using it because my balanced DACs are just sitting around and fuck it, because you're just going to get a little bit more voltage into it, and it really doesn't need more gain. It's pretty good on its own. 2 sets of RCAs, there's an input and an output, and I hooked it up to the 789 there just to check to see if, because I was like, why did they put a mute button? Maybe they put a mute button so that it would mute the bypass through. Like maybe that's a thing it does. It does not. This is just, you just unhook this because it does absolutely nothing but pass this through. It essentially means you can plug into either one of these, and I'm pretty sure it would still work, you know, perfectly fine. That's the tour of this thing. It's $100. So I say that knowing full well that the Heresy amp exists, the Modi 3 exists, the JDS Labs Atom exists. There's so many $100 amps. Fucking, I mean, it's a little bit more, but the Geshelli Arcal 2.5, which has a very similar layout as far as what you can plug into it, exists. And now this exists in my life and in my memory and in my brain, and I'm gonna go, this isn't bad. Like I don't know if it's gonna jump out and compete. Like I didn't sit here and pull out the Atom and pull out the Geshelli and go A-B, but I have no complaints. This is a Zeos video where he's gonna like everything. Zeos likes everything. I know how to say that. Yeah, but I want to like everything, number one. I don't go into everything going, you're gonna be shit, I hope you're shit, and then get satisfied when it's shit. I go into hoping it's good. If this thing had, you know, terrible, I mean, the enhance button is sort of like, it's a gimmick, but it's not an offensive gimmick. It isn't like this says it enhances all the fucking time. You turn it off, and it's there. And if you put on a headphone, you're like, no, this headphone needs some more go juice. Bloop, and then the go juice shows up. It doesn't tweak the bass. Let me plug in the, I have these quad ERA 1s. Hold, please. Hold, please. This review is coming up next, I think. Plug you in. And I'm feeding this, by the way, from the Topping D90, which has the gain slightly down. Because when I run it balanced out to those, I don't want those getting overamped, overvolted. So I've run about 9 decibels down. So knowing that, like, this bitch is singing. What is this? The Barber of Siliva, Una Voce Poco from the 50 Greatest Hits of Opera, which means this is an MP3, because I have a 50 Greatest Hits of Opera that was an MP3 package. And it still sounds fucking... Oh, no. You put on enhance and that, and it's done. This is an odd bird. I didn't know what to expect with it, because I bought it. It was like $100. I'm like, all right, $100 is fine. It's still $100. It has okay reviews, 7 ratings here on Amazon. They have great customer service, apparently. Shit, that alone might be worth the purchase of these. They do have a 1-star. Why do they have a 1-star? The amp that can't amplify. He has 80 ohm 770s, certainly above pay grade of common sound card, but nothing incredible. Max volume, it could barely get to 60 decibels. All right, this man's high. Eclectic reader, you are high as shit, because I am pretty able to push the 600 ohm 880s, which is another bear, or these, which are pretty, like, I'm at 9 dB down on that. And if I max this, I die. So maybe that stands to reason that there's a quality control issue. But then the other guy says they have great customer service, so there shouldn't be an issue if there's a quality control issue. You call Bellari. They're in Salt Lake City, Utah. Salt Lake City. You go to call up Salt Lake City, Utah, and they say, hey, my Bellari HA543 is not working properly. Please fix it. And they'll probably do it. I don't know where to go with this. I've never seen anything else they make. You know what? All right, let's do this. Let's go on an adventure now. I'm going to click Bellari Audio. They've got rolls. Do they make rolls? Oh my God, look at that thing. That is a sexy phono preamplifier. Holy God. Look at that red and gold combo. We are looking at... Come on. Why are you so slow today? Do they make rolls? ROLLS is a brand I've heard of. Cartridge load capacitance with a rumble filter. Blue LED. It kills it. It's killing it for me. You got a beautiful red case with a gold knob and a blue LED. God! So, wait. All right, I just clicked rolls, and now there's King Hawaiian Original Sweet Rolls. Those are very good, by the way. And then there's Jesus Rolls, which, holy fuck, Zeus, you're gonna have to... Oh my God, it's got such bad ratings. The Jesus Rolls, which is a spin-off that, what's his name did. Oh, God. I'm going to link King Hawaiian Rolls, and I'm going to link, obviously, this terrible... 4.3 on IMDb. The Jesus Rolls on, however, after being released from prison, Jesus Quintana, John Turturro, pairs up with his fellow misfits, Bobby, to embark on a freeloading joyride of crime and romance. And it's terrible ratings. But that's The Dude, The Big Lebowski. That's a Big Lebowski spin-off movie. You can't do that. I know John Turturro probably needs $1, but don't do that, John. Wow, they make some interesting stuff, and it's everything I'm looking at is like relatively cheap. That's a tube phono pre that's $275. That's the most expensive thing I've seen. $184. Oh, then you get into pile stuff, and we've gone too far. We've gone too far. Back it up. Back it up. Once you hit the pile, the PYLE, you get the fuck out of there. I don't care where you are. You crank that fucker into reverse and go. This pile is garbage, and I will not hear anything else. They even sell like a little what's the equivalent to that? Loki. They're like a little Loki equalizer. I love the look of this shit with his gold knobs. Is it shit though? And then you have an active. It's got 60. I don't know what to tell you. Like I got kind of lost in this review because I'm like, that's $100. This is damn fucking good. Well, if they're related to the Rolls company, then of course it's damn good. Of course this is when you... Why is it only opera? Oh, Nine Inch Nails. Memorabilia. That's the exact opposite of opera. I have to confession, I did not put IMs on this, so I don't know what the noise floor is going to be like. But for power, at least, it's another thing. I kind of wish it had a high-low power, because the one thing that does bother me about it, like I'm feeding it 9 dB down, because my DAC has the ability to do that. But if you buy it, it's also very crooked the way that power button is, that mute button is like very off center. But I kind of wish it had a high-low gain, because the actual gain control is basically, and these are, again, we're looking at the ERA ones specifically. Sound is audible here. It's getting loud here. You're dead. You're dead. Okay. Yeah, though, it goes to noon, and it's like, that's a good range. It feels good. And then it goes exponentially fucking wild after noon. So that would probably be why you have the mute button, because you want to set it to like, and you never want to touch it again, because God forbid you go past it. I like this. I like this amp. I like it. I don't know who's buying it. I don't know if I bought it. I bought it to tell you I liked it. I got to use a quirky background. It's like, wait, something's wrong with this. Enhance. Blue LEDs sort of suck. The fact that it's got balanced input for convenience sake and doesn't actually have balanced internals is fine with me. I mean, since the Arkle did it, I had to sort of accept that as like, you know what? The Arkle does it, and the SMSL SP200 do it, and fuck, that Flux 12S is a single-ended amp with a balanced output and a balanced inputs, and it's just there for convenience. You already have a balanced cable, you hook it up. You already have a balanced DAC, you hook it up. It's not balanced internally, but you hook it up. That other one, the 10, that is balanced. So, but they look exactly the same, except one's deeper. So I'm okay with them putting a balanced input on the back just for convenience sake. Especially if Bellari is doing sort of weird semi-pro gear, because then you're going to have mixing boards and shit. So you're going to be like, well, I could hook this up with XLRs that run 50 feet without interference. Do that. So thank you, Patreon, for spending $100, 60. Oh, that was cheaper than 100, but it's $100 on an American-made. And I know that doesn't matter though. Actually, we're up to like 58% of you are not American. But as an American, using as the stars and stripes of wallpapers I could find, I'm pretty proud to see that there's actually decent stuff here. Like, it's cheap decent stuff. Like we can get either very expensive decent stuff, like in the audio show levels, and then there's sort of like this middle ground of like, Topping does it better. And then you get down to the cheap stuff, and it's like shit heresies and the Bellari here and the fucking Atom. So we rule the we could rule the bottom, but then we also have competition at the bottom from like China and stuff like Topping. Like again, Topping, SMSL. But there's like a wonderful, we're starting to cover all our bases with quality audio gear in the States, and this is going to add on to it. I don't have anything super negative to say about this. The mute button's weird. I don't know why. I don't know why that's there. The enhance button is a feat. I can't knock the enhance button because I fucking jacked it to the goddamn IFI Zen can. Because it literally has an enhance button. 2 enhance buttons, in fact. You can either go 6XX enhance or 3D mode enhance, and you can put them both on. And I love that shit. This one's a little bit more basic, where it's basically just treble. So I mean, a tone control would probably do the same thing if it was just a treble 0 or treble 6. Like that would be it. Just a knob that does that would be the exact same thing as this enhance button. But they're trying. They did something. They did something interesting. So I'm gonna little clap. Thank you, Bellari, for existing. I might play with some of the other stuff unless you want to. Maybe I'll email you, because I don't know when like move is happening. I'm gonna be out of the fucking sorts. I've got like 40. For those of you who don't know, okay, I don't know when this is coming out, because we're like days away from there being nothing in this room, and that's gonna be fucking weird. But I'd love to get a hold of some more of this stuff and play with it. I like the simplicity of it. Another, I gotta put my air conditioner back on because it's 96 today, and every minute that I'm in here, it's like, hey, you know what the temperature does when you don't put the air conditioner on? We're all gonna die. That wallpaper, which is not a trap, I verified it, pretty sure. Downloadable in the description. All wallpapers and all videos are also available in a giant honey pot. Maybe that's not the right word. Gallery on Patreon and Subscribestar. You can go there and search out the original artist on IQDB and Sauce Now. If you want to see all these reviews early, and in the case of me moving, this is going to be real early, like lots of time early. Feel free to join. The $5 patron and Subscribestar tiers let you see the reviews early. Ask me any questions you want on platform. Not in the comments of each one of those things. I can't like search them, but ask me any question you'd like in the PMs. Keep it short so I can answer back and forth. And then you participate in the yard sale, which I don't know. This is probably coming out for you guys in August-ish. And I don't know how bad it's gonna be. It's gonna be real fucking weird with like I think we're gonna have to skip a month or two. But either way, bam, blam, thank you, ma'am. Don't forget to check out Hi-Fi Guides and the Hi-Fi Guide forums. I'll probably put up some pictures of where stuff's going in the house and stuff. If you care, check out my Instagram. Check out my Instagram because I'm posting a lot of moving stuff on that, and I think like just it hurts my soul when like this rack's gonna be empty soon, and I'll probably throw that out to the gram. Because that's what I'm supposed to do as a content creator. Yeah, so Bellari, who the fuck knew? I didn't know. And I've hooked it up to like 7 or 8 different headphones. It's never bad. It's just not IEMs, not super sensitive IEMs. So, all right, yeah, all right. It's another day.